So this is a PC that I built 4 years ago, and it's been sitting in the closet for quite a while. As you can see, it's got quite a bit of dust on it. Power supply is dirty, and it's just, I mean, it's in decent shape. I mean, my storage is pretty clean, put it that way. But it's just been sitting there for about a year and a half now. Probably 6 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I decided to sell it right when the coronavirus started. No one actually bought it. I even put LEDs in it, RGB, but no one really cared about it, and it's just been sitting there since. So today we're going to be upgrading with a couple parts, mainly this card right here. And without further ado, roll the intro, and I'll get into the specifications of everything because there's no point of talking with no intro. Okay, so welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another video. My name is Alex Tech, as per usual, and today we're taking a look at this old PC. Originally, this PC had an i5 3470, and then I upgraded it and basically just took the i5 3470, gave it to my brother, which he already has a G1030, which is in that PC right there, and I just essentially put an i5 2400 just to sell it. So yeah, unfortunately this PC, no one really cares about it. I also did the side panel mod to it. As you can see, I got the 4 holes for the side panel, but nobody really cared much about it. So today we're going to be upgrading it to make it a Fortnite gaming monster for quite cheap. So we have a G1030 right here, which cost me only $40. This was fucking amazing to find, to be honest. I don't even know how I found it. I had to drive quite a bit to get it, but definitely worth it. And then we have a really weird combination of RAM, put it that way. We have 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM, which I bought off of Amazon for $25 new, which is really weird. It was the last one available, so I couldn't get 2 of them, which really angered me. And then we found this DIMM, 4 gigabytes from Kingston, a 4 gigabyte DIMM for $15 right here, right close to where I live. So it's just like 10-minute drive for me. So overall, not bad for the price. I think, what is it? 25 plus 15, so you carry it to 5. So $40 for DDR3 in the middle of the coronavirus. It's only a 25% increase in price, which is not too bad. You can see it's only like $10. So that's not half bad at all. And we of course originally have the easy DIY fab memory, RGB memory. These are addressable RGBs, which are really sweet. And then we have, I forgot the guys' names. I'll show it. Sorry, it's the up here CPU cooler, which has ARGB as well. It comes with 2 fans, a cooler, and also I'll show you after a RGB controller, which uses the reset button right here. So without further ado, we're going to be adding all of these components into the build, and then we'll test it out. Yeah, so without further ado, roll the montage. We'll be completely taking this apart, rebuilding it, and then we'll go ahead and not really, we should really just be able to upgrade it, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, start the montage. 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the end of the video. Now, as you can clearly see, I've got my phone right here and I've got the mic. As you can see, you're probably hearing me very well instead of the usual camera audio, as you can clearly see now. So there's a big fat difference with this mic right here. Essentially, I'm just copying every single Coda or GTA YouTuber out there, especially Radal and that Aussie guy with the beard here, but like no hair, the bald guy. Basically, we're running an i5 2500 in it, which wasn't a K, unfortunately, but yeah, but definitely better than an i5 2400. And I can say that the i5 2500, if you can get your hands on it, it's definitely worth probably the extra $10 than the i5 2400, because in my opinion, the i5 2400 is an absolute dog shit of a CPU. Don't let anyone else tell you the opposite. If you live in India, it is not my fault. That's all you can afford.
Now you fucked up!
Anyway, I'm very happy to have reused the case. I have to admit, though, the screws, I probably have to update the way I put the screws in, because those screws are not screws that you just find anywhere. I mean, you can go to Bunnings and find them. They're like the usual usual screws that you can find at Bunnings, and the metal ones which are made for metal tapping. They'll self-tap, which is excellent. I love those screws. And yeah, I mean, I've showed a whole series of how I do all this stuff, so if you want to go check it out, card up there. But in all seriousness, the case, I liked the Antec cases. This case was like bought ages ago for like $10 with my friend at Brooklyn. And well, it came with a fan, as you can clearly see in the back, which has the little 3-pin adapter thingy for Antec. Either way, yeah, as you can see, I even did the power supply bracket, because, you know, back then cases didn't really have any power supply brackets. I mean, PSU shrouds, sorry. So then you were forced to have ugly cables. And I have to admit, once you add a power supply shroud to a computer that does not have it, the game changes very big. It just looks so much better with a PSU shroud. As you can see, it just looks so much better. Either way. And yeah, I digress. The power supply was probably mediocre. I mean, the thing is, right now, there's just a power supply shortage. Whatever power supply I get my hands on, I will get my hands on it. And if it has a 6-pin, good God, I'm going to turn it into 2 6-pins to run anything. Yeah, but it was definitely overpowered, quote unquote, for the GT1030, because it even had a 6-pin power supply PCIe card, but that does not matter as we weren't using it, so I can't validate. Either way, Sean is something you should probably, short power supplies from MSY, you should probably stay away from them for as long as you can. If you have one, try and upgrade, you know, just get it out of there. And leave it to the shitty pre-builds like I do. But yeah, even power supply just did a job, and that's all that really cares. I'm actually trying to recall where I got it from. You know, it's been a fat 2 months since I built this PC. Yeah, this video's been making for 2 months. Don't ask me, I just forgot about YouTube existed. That's why you just saw all the videos getting posted, because I forgot that I had videos just lined up. Yeah, by the way, while you're at it, make sure you hit that subscribe, yeah? You want to subscribe, because I got some good content coming along. Yeah, I just got no clue. Either way, the cooler, which was really nice, is now going for 80 Australian dollars, which is hella expensive. It was 50, and that was fair enough, because you could like pair it with other stuff available on Amazon, which was all addressable, and now it's just expensive as all hell. No. But yeah, the cooler for like $50, that was like more than good enough. Like, I can't complain. Even came, as you saw, with the little controller board, which was really cool. You pair it up with that cheap, like, $27 RAM, so it's $30 CPU RAM. Sorry, the cooler RAM, the cooler for the RAM, you know. It did well. I can complain. Now I remember where I got the motherboard from. I got it from that deal with like the 20 PCs. That's where the shitting series actually started from. I got a bunch of PCs for like cheap, and like they had all shit cases, but they're like good stuff inside of it. So that's where the i5 2500 came from, not from eBay, but like a Facebook marketplace like thing. Yeah. Yeah. Cooler's good. I don't mind. It looks pretty good. In my opinion, it looks dwarfed in this case. Like, you need probably like an M-ATX board, case to make it look good, like the one I've got right here. It's too small in such a big case. Like, you need like a Noctua cooler on that thing. It's just huge. Case is huge. Shit, I'm trying to think of things to talk about. Like, holy crap, there's like so much. Oh yeah, GT1030. How do I think the GT1030 performed? Now, the FF2500 is not exactly the most powerful CPU out there, Mr. Takia City, basically shat on my favorite CPU, the i5-3470. And if that got shat on, it means that anything below that, unless it's an i7 because everyone wants to flop their dicks out for i7s, Digital 1030 did well. I'm a bit disappointed with the Apex Legends performance because, well, think about it. I want to see a sweet 60 FPS with like my render models kind of 100%ed so that I can actually see him while I'm trying to fight people. There's no way I'm going to be dropping Apex Legends to low anytime soon. I'm going to put that thing on medium or high because I can't see. Either I'm blind, which I probably am, or I'm retarded. Either one. Some back me up in the comments. Like, you need for Apex Legends, you need medium or high so you can actually see everything's on messy global pixels. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty pissed off about the SSD as well. Like, think about it. Like, the SSD died. The SSD died during shipping. I didn't even get my money back because it's just like I couldn't be stuffed dealing with them. He even showed me it working and all the serial number stuff, and when I matched up with what he sent me, it just didn't work. Do you know how pissed off I am? Like, I'm more angry than this guy right here, than Dan Andrews. I'm more angry than him at this point. By the way, shout out to Victoria, where I live, mate. Stage 4 restrictions for the win. And like, shout out to New Zealand as well. Like, let's go shutting down the entire country for like 2 cases. Let's go, boys. No, like, and at the end of the day, I mean, I sold it. It did well. I can't complain. Fortnite ran absolutely well. I basically just talked a bunch none, but like, it worked. PC worked, and I can't complain. By the way, if you want to stay tuned for like an Xbox 360 PC, like, you might want to hit the subscribe. Like, I'm not joking. You might actually want to hit it. Like, I'm not joking. Just go ahead and just hit it.